What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Living Freed channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and in today's video, I'm going to be going through my first week with Crete Carrier, and I'm going to be talking about my first week of running solo with them and the kind of miles I got for the week and how the running went, basically, and also talk about the 3-day orientation that I went through and basically what I think about Crete so far through my first week. But first, before I get into that, please, if you're new to the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel, stay tuned till the end of the video, check out some more of my other videos that are going to pop up at the end of this one. Also, go follow me on Instagram. The link to that is in the description below. Go follow me, I'll follow you back, and I'll get right into the topic. So basically, I did make in my last video, or I did talk about in my last video, basically how my first week was going, but I'm going to go through the entire process of orientation and then also basically how it played out my first week and the kind of miles I got. Just to, I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be kind of doing an update every week throughout the first month, basically how my weeks are going and what I think of the company starting out. And truly, honestly, I can be honest, like, I don't know if I'm going to truly like the company or if I think it's a great company. I probably won't know that until at least a month or 2 months in, right? It's going to take me some time to really get accustomed to how Crete does things, but I will go through every week with you, basically a review, you know, of every week with Crete starting out. So for the first month or whatever, like I said. But anyway, my first week with Crete, well, last Wednesday, I started out orientation at the Wilmer, Texas yard, which is near Dallas. They have a terminal there. And that is where I did my orientation. And basically the first day, you do a drug test, you do a physical on site, and then you watch a bunch of videos like safety videos and policy and procedure videos and things like that. You have to do that your first day. I kind of like that. The fact that they actually do a DOT physical on site. So if you don't have an updated medical card, you actually get a medical card at the end of orientation, which was nice because for me, my medical card expired in September. So I actually got an updated one in orientation. I didn't get that at Millis. We had to go do that by ourselves. We didn't get to do that on site at Millis. So that was kind of nice that I got an updated medical card. It made things easier for me. It was a one-stop shop for that. So that was cool. But anyway, the second day is basically more videos and more classroom stuff talking about basically like what to expect at the company, right? How we run things, how you can contact your dispatcher, how you communicate with road service, things like that. That's basically what you went over the second day. And, oh, and also I forgot about on the first day, you do a road test too, which is pretty easy. I mean, it was the easiest road test ever. But yeah, the second day, that's pretty much all you do. And then the third day, your drug test results actually come back by the third day. So last Friday, my drug test results came back good. And I actually got hired, right? They can't actually hire you until your drug test comes back good and you're in good standing. So, but I didn't have to worry about that. Anyway, so that was good. I got hired on that Friday. That's whenever you basically get assigned your truck and you have to move everything into your truck and get ready to go on the road. And they actually did give me the rest of Friday off after orientation and doing everything that last day to set up my truck. And so basically last Friday I set up my truck all day, moved everything in there, all my stuff in there, and then the next morning I actually headed out and ran solo. And so that brings me to now, right? And basically the pay period at Crete, the cutoff time is Friday at midnight Central Time, right? So all the miles you do from Saturday morning through Friday midnight each week, you get paid on one pay period. So I started out on Saturday morning, a little late start, and throughout this first week, I got about 2,900 miles within the first pay period, which is really good considering, and usually I do a lot more than that, but it's really good considering the fact that they actually take off some time off your 70-hour clock while you're in orientation. I didn't know that they would do that, but they do. So they basically took off 8 hours per day that I was in orientation off of my 70-hour clock. And so when I started out on Saturday, I only had like 46 hours to run, and then I would start getting recap hours back. Those 8 hours, I start getting 8 hours back basically. Well, if I started on a Wednesday, I got 8 hours back on Thursday for the next 3 days, right? And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm running recap. So I really think I would have gotten more miles had I started out on Saturday with a full 70-hour clock. That really kind of screwed me up a little bit during the middle of this week. So because I had to kind of delay and wait, they couldn't give me certain loads based on my recap hours and things like that. So I still ended up with 2,900 miles, which is really good considering I only had 46 hours to run all the way through Thursday, right? And so, but I mean, I'm not complaining. That's a very good week starting out at a company that I'm unfamiliar with. They have a totally different system. Like at Millis Transfer, they had the OmniTrax ELD. Well, here they have PeopleNet, so it's totally different, getting used to sending messages and looking up your hours of service and all that. I'm getting very familiar with it now, but it's different, and it's definitely different the way they run everything here versus Millis. It's a totally different thing, and so I'm just getting used to it. So I feel like 2,900 miles in a week with basically short hours starting out, that's really good. And they also pay you in orientation. They pay you $285 in orientation, and if you complete orientation, they pay you an extra $115. And so that's what they paid me. I got paid $400 yesterday, and so that was kind of nice. And that was just for completing orientation. So I'm not going to complain about that. Plus, I hit 2,900 miles this first week, and then I really think this next week, this second week, the second full pay period, I'm going to hit a lot better miles. And I'm going to be keeping track. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a review of my first 4 weeks out with Crete and kind of give you an average of the amount of miles I'm getting and stuff like that, and let you know what I think of the company after a month. And I'm going to keep giving these reviews and talking about being at Crete and what I think of it. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to kind of share my experience so far, and I'm going to be sharing my experience here at Crete for a really long time. I'm going to be talking about them, and again, just understand, I don't get paid. I never got paid by Millis to talk about them. I'm not getting paid by Crete. They both have referral bonuses, but I'm not relying on you signing up for a company to make money. I'm not relying on that. I run loads just like every other trucker out here, and that's how I make money. That's my main way of making money. And if you go to a company and you like it and you went there because of me, great. That's cool. That's your own choice. I'm not telling anybody to go anywhere. I'm just speaking my thoughts about companies. If I talk about them, I'm just speaking my opinion about it. You don't have to think the same way as me. I just want to be very clear about that. So just understand, I am going to be talking about Crete a lot, but it's because that's where I'm at. I've only worked for 2 companies. I've worked for Millis Transfer and now working for Crete Carrier. And I've already talked about why I left Millis and why I'm working here in previous videos. And now I'm going to be talking about my experience here. So just understand that I'm not trying to recruit people, or I'm not motivated to recruit people. If you do go to Crete or you do go to Millis because of one of my videos that you saw, great, that's cool. But that's your own choice. You don't have to go. Do your own research on every company you look at. Do your own research. Don't just watch YouTube videos and rely on what somebody says, because their experience is going to be different than yours. So I just want to make that very clear, because like I said, I'm going to be sharing my experience. So I don't want people to think I have bad intentions, basically, talking about Crete or the previous videos that I have talking about Millis. So I'm just being upfront and honest about my experience. I'll tell you things I don't like. I'll tell you things I do like. And so far, I do like I like the Kenworth better. I have a Freightliner Cascadia. I like the Kenworth T680 better than the Freightliner. And y'all did ask me to do a tour of the truck that I have, and I will get to that. I'm very busy, running tight, and my hours have been really screwed up because of these recaps, and so I haven't had really a normal start basically usually when you start out, you usually have a full 70-hour clock, and your schedule, it's a little easier to maintain a normal schedule. But when you're running recaps, it kind of screws things up. So that's been my experience this first week, but it's okay. I will get to that video when I have some time and I'm not having to go to bed as soon as I stop. I will do a video, a tour of my truck and everything like that. So make sure you stay tuned for that. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Everything is good so far. I'm happy with the first week. I think it's a good week for my first week, and I'm happy that they paid me for orientation. That was nice. And I was very happy with the process in orientation. I thought it was great. It was laid back, easy, and I really like this company so far throughout the first week. So that's pretty much it. If you made it this far to the end of the video, I really appreciate you for watching. Make sure you check out the videos that are about to pop up. And again, like, subscribe, check out my Instagram, and God bless. Thank you for watching. Peace out.